Yo, what it do? Welcome back to another episode of Elevation Talks. Hey, yo, listen, before we get into this episode, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share the content. We appreciate you locking in, and this episode is sponsored by Sizzle Season. No matter where you are on your journey, always remember to start strong, stay strong, and finish strong. Now, let's get into it. I know it's been a minute, but y'all continue to bear with me. I'm still figuring it out. Happy New Year. I ain't talked to you in a minute. And I hope you've been running it up. January been kind of low key for me. I've been fasting. I'm still fasting. So I just been working on some stuff. I got a brand new company, Nate Liggins Agency. Um, yeah, this is where I pretty much house all of my clients in terms of like people who need like creative direction. Just I'm doing stuff. Okay, so if you're not hearing from me, just know I'm busy. But I wanted to jump on here, man, because I'm just like I'm really in the process of I'm paying attention to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention to stuff. I'm just kind of just peeping the scene and just kind of seeing what people are doing and how they doing it. And so one of the things that I've been doing is like really just checking out a lot of people podcasts and stuff on YouTube and different platforms. But one of the podcasts that I just really started checking out, it's not a new podcast, but I've been trying to do a better job of just paying attention to how people are really doing podcasting. You know what I'm saying? And not even just podcasting, but just different things. But one of the things that's common across the board for all of this stuff, whether it's like you doing content creation, you podcasting, whatever that thing is for you, the biggest thing that I'm really, really seeing for real, and this is something that I've always preached, but it's just like I'm literally seeing it in real time, is literally just start. Like, I think sometimes we feel like stuff gotta have structure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotta be a full blown plan mapped out, like just the whole thing. And so today I was looking at $1 million Worth of Game podcast on YouTube. And if you I know y'all are probably familiar with the brand, but it's Wallow and his cousin. And they had recently, I want to say within the last year or two, they had got like a podcasting contract. Same thing with like Joe Button. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just sitting and I'm looking at these podcasts and it's like it's not it's not the works. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like discrediting anything that they do or you know what I'm saying, but it's more so like and I don't even want to call it simple. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to offend nobody, but it's just like I'm just paying attention and it's like because I know how to do a lot of this stuff, what I'm seeing more and more is like this stuff really ain't complicated. It's really just a matter of you doing it, being consistent and believing in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And so as I'm sitting here just watching the podcast and stuff, like the $1 million Worth of Game, like one of the episodes they pulled up on 50 Cent and they was literally just in the back, like in the back room. 50 pulled up on tour for the baby's birthday bash, and it's just like they really just getting paid to like shoot the shit with their friends. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you catch the game, you catch the game, but it's not like I don't know, like I said, I don't want to downplay what nobody is doing. Like I'm not saying that they not doing a good job or nothing, but I'm just saying like they really just sitting back having real conversations. And again, if you catch the game, you catch the game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. You know how when we see some interviews, it's like people got questions lined up, and when it's two or more hosts, it's like, oh, I'm gonna talk first, and then you gonna talk first. Like it's really you just jumping in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like we having casual conversation. If you got a question, ask it. Like it it's really just a good time. And it's just like it was really just a reminder of like this ain't gotta be as complicated as we be trying to make it, man. Sometimes we've been in talked ourselves out of an opportunity or just talked ourselves out of doing something simply because we overthinking the process. Meanwhile, if you really just start and you can refine the process as you go, but the most important part of it is just starting. You know what I'm saying? Like you never even know with you just starting how it's going to take off and when it's going to take off. You can't say if it's going to take off because I'm a firm believer, you know what I'm saying? I'm a dream chaser, but I'm a firm believer that if you do something long enough, it's going to take off. You know what I'm saying? Progress going to be made. You know what I'm saying? However you look at it, like you're always going to be like one step closer to that goal because you're continuing to do it. You keep going. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I'm myself trying to find structure around like how I want to do my podcast and just outside of podcasts, just different things like I was telling y'all earlier, I just started a new business. It's not that the business is new. I just finally gave it a name. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know me, I've been offering services for quite some time. I've been working with people for a very long time. And so I've always just put it under Elevation Talks. And it's like, well, nah, Elevation Talks is the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like when I invoice my clients, it needs to say this. And it's just like we just recently started getting into like the business side of things where it's like, Nay, I want to write you a check. Well, don't write it out to me personally because then it could be taxed. But if you write it to my business, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole thing that's happening now when it come to business. And it's just like it's important to get the structure aspect down, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have to start there. Like, don't let that keep you from starting. Don't feel like you gotta, oh, I gotta start the LLC. I gotta get the registration. I gotta get this. I gotta get that. And I'm not saying that you don't have to get that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying when it comes to you actually starting, you can literally just start. Todd always used to say this saying, all you have is all you need. And that used to be one of my favorite sayings. And it's just like, nah, for real. When you sit and think about it, truly, all you have is all you need. I'm going to give you a great example. There are some of y'all that's listening. Y'all have been probably thinking about starting a podcast or wanting to do content, whatever. And your first thing is, well, I don't have a microphone or I don't have a camera. And it's like, guess what? You got a cell phone. If you got an iPhone, if you got an Android, whatever you're using, most people are using up to date smartphones. Guess what? It's got a camera on there and it's got a microphone on there and you can use it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to have the best of the best and cuz you have to remember you starting out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like as you really take a deep dive in whatever it is that you're doing, the process is going to get better. And God is also going to provide more resources and more people that's going to be able to help you along your journey and you're going to really be able to run it up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, I've seen this so many times, man, where people just won't even start. They will literally sit on their talent because it's like I don't have everything that they have. That's why you have to stop looking at other people. You have to stop comparing and just focus on your lane, focus on your journey. Like, do you use what you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, I even remember when I started my podcast, I wanted to start in this big studio that my homeboy had. Y'all heard me talk about this story, man. Like, I wanted to start in this big studio, and I ended up not even starting in the studio. I started my podcast in my living room on my couch. You hear me? I ain't have no tripod or nothing. I was using my ottoman to hold my phone stand. And I didn't have like studio lights. I had ring lights that I had got from the company that I was working for. Like they was selling ring lights for girls who was doing makeup and stuff. And here I am using the ring light to help me, you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing my podcast. Like literally that the idea of like all you have is all you need is like take a step back and look at what resources you have available and start using that stuff. And I feel like when God see you trying, he make other stuff available. You know what I'm saying? Like when he see that you being a good steward over what you have and you're utilizing the things that he's already given you, he literally started making a way for you to have more. You know what I'm saying? Like when I look around my room now, I have a laptop that I'm using right now to even record this podcast. I didn't buy this. This was given to me. The microphone that I'm speaking on right now, I didn't buy this. It was given to me. My lights, I didn't buy that. It was given to me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't start with this stuff. I just started. You know what I mean? Like when I started my podcast, I didn't have this microphone. I just had the microphone that was on my phone. You know what I'm saying? And then I transitioned to my camera. My camera wasn't even shooting 4K. It was just shooting standard HD. And it's like, well, shoot, I had to go back in my mind, like, bro, there was a time when standard HD was good enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, shoot, it might not be 4K, but it's 1080. Okay, bet I'm finna use it. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like I was actually the other week I was going through some of my SD cards and I was looking at the footage that I've had been shooting along the journey. Like I got so much footage from the journey, man, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want this footage to go to waste. I'm gonna just start uploading it to my YouTube channel. Oh, hold up. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go subscribe right now. Nada Gem Dropper, YouTube.com. Y'all go follow my content, comment, like, share, all of that. But yeah, like I'm just sitting up here looking at my content and I'm just like, man, this junk look terrible. The camera quality is terrible. Because I say that now because now I have a camera that shoot 4K. You hear me? So it's like for me, I see the growth. I see the idea of like I might not be where I want to be, but I'm definitely not where I was when I started. You know what I'm saying? So I just really wanted to just utilize this episode for real to just let you know to start. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be complicated. It ain't gotta be. You ain't got to have a full blown set. You ain't got to have a full blown team. Like, of course, all of those things is nice, and you will have those things as you continue to keep going and growing. But in the meantime, between time, go ahead, start right now, set it up, run it up, and believe in yourself. Like, there's room for you in anything that you want to do, man. Like, it's crazy because I was talking to my little brother yesterday, and I had recently dropped a video on my YouTube channel. I was in Target, and you know, before Target pretty much had cut ties with the D, what is it, the DEI. Before they cut ties with that, I wanted to have my products in Target, and I went to Target. I have my book. Dang, again, I it's so much stuff I ain't even told y'all about. I got a new book out, Finding Your Exit Door. It's available right now, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, anywhere you can get books. The ebook is available as well. But I had took the copy of Rise and Thrive and Target with me, and I was literally just telling God, okay, cool. When you set it up, this is where I want my book. I want it on the shelf. I want it, you know, on the end caps and all of that. And so I just happened to be walking around there talking to God, and I see an empty spot for my book. And I was like, bro, that's crazy. And so I literally did a video on it. Like I said, it's on YouTube. You can go check it out. But I was basically just like, there's room for you. And so what I did was I showed the viewers how it's many books on this bookshelf, but there's an empty spot on the bookshelf. Why? Because there's room for me. And I placed my book right there. And so it was like now, so when we go back down the line, you don't just see the other people book, you see my book as well. And so my little brother had hit me and he was like, his girlfriend was kind of discouraged about like she wants to do content in the fitness space and she feels like it's saturated. You know what I'm saying? Which it is. And so he had showed her my video and he was, you know what I'm saying? He was just telling her like, "Nah, babe, it's room for you." And so when he showed her my video, he was like, it inspired her. And I'm just like, bro, like, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, this is exactly why I do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It started with just inspiring me, but I know that it can help other people too cuz it's like I know I'm not the only person that's having these thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the only person that's dream chasing and have desires of, you know what I'm saying, becoming this and doing that. So it's just like, yeah, man, like it's room for you. Whatever it is that you want to do, the biggest part of it is you believing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? You believing in your craft, whatever it is that you do, like literally run it up. I remember when God told me that he wanted me to be an author, I told him no. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him no because I immediately started thinking about the other books that I have where it's like the authors don't sound like me. The authors don't look like me. The authors don't walk like me. Don't like it's not me. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like just because they not like you, that don't mean that it's not room for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't call you to be anybody else. I said I wanted you to be you. I want you to be an author. You hear me? So it's just like when I wrote Finding Your Exit Door, like I literally made sure it's in my tone. You know what I'm saying? Like just like you hear me say, you know what I'm saying? I didn't I didn't change anything. Like I so that way when you read my book, you can actually read it in my tone of voice. You can understand it, you can feel it. Like, man, they talking to me. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So literally, man, make sure when you do whatever it is that you do or you want to do your thing, put your spin on it because that's what's going to make it unique. Nobody is looking for you to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's too many people out here trying to be other people, and not a lot of people want to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? So listen, be authentic, be you, and do what you going to do. You hear me? Until next time, y'all, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share the content. Follow me on social media at Nada Gem Dropper. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram. Um, you can still find me on TikTok, but I'm taking a hiatus on TikTok, so I ain't really dealing with that right now. But yeah, until then, man, go back and re-watch the episodes. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we live and direct per usual. Hey, and don't forget, talk to God about whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure your plans align with His plans. You feel me?